In this video, I'm going to be going over what I keep in my car for general preparedness. This isn't my get home bag, get home kit. I have another bag on another video for that. This will just be me going over, just talking to you about what I have just generally in my kit. So keep just some hiking shoes. I generally have decent shoes on when I'm going places, but just to have another more rugged pair of shoes if I need to do something. A wool blanket. This is a pretty, I don't know what size this is. Most of the stuff I've gotten on Amazon or just had laying around. The box itself I got on Amazon. This wool blanket I believe I got on Amazon. And the stuff on top is kind of more quick access, kind of what I'm going to use generally more often. Here's a towel if I go to the beach or the lake or something and I forget one, or one of the kids forgets one. Hat for sun. Yeah, I guess it's just for the sun. For not sunburn, and if it's too bright. This is just a little toolkit. It's a little cheap toolkit. I just got a few little things. Not very fancy tools. Screwdriver, pry bar, wrench that always falls out. Things like broken tape measure, some bits. Just a few little things. There's been a few times I've had to use this to take apart some like furniture, and it's I don't have it anywhere else, and it's just I happen to have it in my car. I have a couple of these. This is just one of them. I have a couple behind you. This is like a picnic mat, sort of waterproof thing you can lay on the ground laying on the ground at a park or on a picnic or something. This is a stool, for sporting events or games or just changing a tire. Just sitting on this rather than bending down or whatever. Just a cheap little. This is like 20 bucks, and you can get a couple of them. I just have one. It is winter here where I am, so I have some winter gloves. I like this video is, kind of for general, knowledge for you guys, but it's also for general knowledge for me to kind of go through and see what I have in here, or still have, or have taken out and not replaced. But here's some gloves. I like to try to take these out when I'm not using them. This is the section, let's see if I can show you, of this, I don't even know what to call this, it has a name. This is where you put like colder stuff. It's got a little flap for a zipper, for like getting groceries or whatever you're doing, but I keep a few things. This is a Fat Boy is what it's called. Another thing you get on Amazon, this is the Gen 1. They have two versions. I have the Gen 2, it's much better. So this is kind of the spare one I have. The other one's in my backpack. One that's got a nice little pouch. You can bring it to the beach or a game like a soccer game or just something. It's basically it's a double. Think of it as two blow-up tubes that you blow up with the wind. I'm sure you've seen the ads for where they're doing this. And then you just sit on it, lay on it. It's pretty comfortable. So I'm surprised. I am in this stage, so I got extra one of those, a rag. You can use this for a billion things, wiping something off on the car. Just an extra water bottle in addition to the water case that I have in the car. A little rubber mallet hammer thing. The car I have, this has come in handy. My four-wheel drive doesn't always engage, and a way that I have, it's been suggested, and the way I have fixed it to either go in or out, you hit the transfer case, and so that's why I keep that in here. This is called the Z seat, Thermarest Z seat. Just a little accordion, little seat that you can put on a bleacher. Just nice, just something nice to have. Nowhere else to really put it. I got some paper towels. I have another roll in the other here. I have some, this is called Survivor cord, wrapped up on a, what is it called? I don't even know. PS Cook. Just a little place to hold any kind of cordage. This is Survivor or Titan cord or something. There'll be a link in the description for this, but it's got paracord in it. It's got snare wire. It's got tinder. I think it's a couple other things. I'm not sure, but it's more than just rope. Just to kind of have. Get some extra contacts, cough drops, some little alcohol wipes. We got a pack of gum. Not sure how long that's been in here. I don't know if it's any good. And then these just random straps, not super sturdy. It's cheap little plastic. This came with something else. I don't know what it came with. Something else I had. I was like, oh, might as well throw them in here. And then the front. I can't even see the front here. We have, we have some wipes, some wet ones. I got a couple more in here, some more. This is just regular 550 paracord, 50 feet of it, orange. And then a flashlight. This is a little, I love this light. The only reason I have it on in here is because it takes a different battery than my other ones, which take double and AAA. This takes, what is it, CR123A? Yeah, 123A. I have the battery separate so it doesn't corrode out, which is what has happened to another one of the lights, of those same O lights that I have. Just got some carabiners, a couple over here too, just on the sides. And this is great. This is for dog hair or cat hair, or just pet hair. Uproot Clean. This was like 15. There's some hair on it. This is like $15 or $20 on Amazon. It's worth it. It gets it out of carpet or like fabric. It's usually for like indoors. They show it like getting hair off of couches. I was kind of skeptical about it. It's literally just little metal, just little ridges just on the metal on both sides, and you just kind of scrape it and scrub it. But it works great. The previous owner of my car had some sort of dog that shed, and that's what got all the hair, most of. Not all of it, but a very good job of getting the hair out. This is ice scraper, pretty self-explanatory, just nice to have. I think the whole bench is moving here. And then a little poncho. I have other ponchos elsewhere in the car as well. 2 little tissue boxes and a compass. So that's just a little spare compass I have. Here, I think that's it up there. Yeah. That back quick. And then here's your little flap. Another carabiner. You got 2 handles. This is pretty sturdy handles. I mean, when this thing's full, it's 40 plus pounds probably. They also have little mesh stuff on the side. I don't have a use for that. On this side, I have a little socket set. Just a little cheapo. I don't even know where I got this. I don't know if this might have been a gift, I'm not sure. Just a little socket set in case I got a wrench on something, not necessarily the car, but just something, and it fits perfectly in that little pocket. And then this I have used a lot, and a lot of this stuff, like the Fat Boy I've used, the chair I've used, like obviously I've never used this. But just, it's nice to have. This is something I have used. A pump. This is it's got a tire pressure. The manual one where the little prong comes out. This, I haven't used that because I have a digital one in my glove box, but I've used this pump to pump up, basketballs or soccer balls, and then I have an extra needle. Just in the bottom here. What else used to be in here? That's not anymore. That I need to replace. Just thinking about it. Is a extra hitch pin, the hitch pin and the cotter key. Just because that's, if you're towing something, that's something that you have to have. I have a locking one. I had a locking one and it broke. So now I have just the manual one you can pull in and out. And I kept the extra one in there and I ended up using it. This is nice. It kind of flaps so you can gain access to whichever side you want. You don't have to keep that on, but I do. It's nice to kind of separate some stuff. I got an Atlas. This, for any of you guys that have used these, I don't know if I have. I'm going to look through this. But this has got roads, national parks, there we go, cities, roadways. When your GPS on your phone doesn't work, it'll be fun to try to use one of those. You're trying to get somewhere. Here's some more wet ones. I have checked them. They're actually still wet. This is a kind of a backup first aid kit. I have a more serious one up front that's easier and quicker to get to, but this is just kind of a spare. It's got some, since cheap, I don't know, $10 at Walmart or something. Equate is Walmart's brand. 85 items, it says bandages, topical medicine, instruments, got gloves, dressing, and stuff like that. But I've used this. I have a couple of these. These are nice to have, nice and cheap. Toilet paper, in case you gotta use that, whenever, side of the road, whatever. This is actually a separate little kit. This is, I've had this for a while. This is a little SOS kit, it's called. And it's got some gloves. I've added some, it came with these little fabric gloves. But I've added some nice leather gloves that I've used plenty of times. It's got these cheap, kind of smaller jumper cables. I have more serious ones in the compartment of my car. And then some like little first aid stuff too. A little more bandages, another poncho, and another tire pressure monitor, and this tiny little, this flashlight's horrible, but it's better than nothing maybe. But that kind of all fits in here. This is kind of what I started with before I had all this stuff. Just little jumper cables and some gloves. Then I have a whole roll of trash bags. You never know whether you're picking up trash or you gotta make a mattress, or it's just nice to have. A little tarp. This is a little like reflective tarp thing that you can put on the ground and or put around you to make yourself warm. It's got a little shiny aluminum foil looking thing on the inside. And this also, here, I'll show you in a second here. This has got some new duct tape. Many uses for duct tape. And this is like a watch case or something. I got 2 lighters in here. I think I had batteries in here, like extra batteries, but I moved those elsewhere in the car. And it all kind of fits in here nicely. If I show you here, you can kind of see it. The whole thing is kind of modular. All these dividers you can move. Some of them you move more than others. Like this one, I don't think. This is either in or out. But this one you can move the whole way, as well as these 2 you can move the whole way. And here I just have extra clothes. We got extra socks, a bathing suit, pretty spontaneous for where we want to go, and I don't always have the right gear with me. Another rag, sweatpants, jacket, underwear, shirt, just an extra pair of clothes in case I sweat through them, or just I need something or somebody needs something. Here's some sunscreen. Self-explanatory, and I got a hammock. Just another way, not necessarily shelter, but just something to hang out in. I don't have a tarp for the hammock. It's just a little camo hammock. This has a bug net on it. This is I don't know if this brand exists anymore, but I got this at a yard sale, or maybe it was on Facebook. It was cheap, very cheap. Nice little pocket for those. Some more. These are some bigger trash bags. So these trash bags are like the 30-gallon, like the actual, like what you use for trash. These are like the contractor, thicker, like 55-gallon or something trash bags. Got some bungees. You never know, tying stuff to the roof, tying stuff together. I've used these tons of times. These are great. Just a little pack of Walmart bungees. They're like $20. A little toothbrush, just stuck it in there. And then a couple Ziploc bags, just for whatever I need them for. Then a mostly full or almost full roll of paper towel. That's the only thing in here. And then this somewhat newer addition. These are ratchet straps. Again, like the bungee straps. Well, I had these. This is like these are like the pull ones. If you know anything about straps, you know what these are. Just not the ratchet ones, but they're straps. Then I have the regular, like these, the ratchet ones. These are a little bit smaller, a little lighter weight. They're not super. I think they're 500 pounds. But I got them at Home Depot, and they were like, it was like $15 for 4 of them. And it's like, This is a great deal. I think I got these at Home Depot too. They're all Husky brand. Doesn't matter what brand you get. But there's 4 of them in here. 4 plus the 2 other straps. These are great to have. I've tied, you know, plenty of stuff to the roof, and I have a little trailer hitched in. You can tie stuff down, but just, you know, especially if you have a truck or something like a truck, you know, it's nice to have those, and you know, you never know. And this is just a little bag, little canvas bag that I keep in here just for if I gotta pick up something or collect stuff or anything like that. But then they have pockets on the back here. I don't have anything in them, but it's similar to the front. They're separated in half. And also the cool thing about this too is it compresses. So like if you don't have anything, which I didn't initially, in this pocket, you can actually buckle it. Well, this one you can't buckle. The other ones you can. So like if you don't put anything in here, you can squish it, fold it, and then these buckle, I believe. Well, this side they do. Maybe not. This one, this section, you can fold, and this buckles together. So if you don't want to use this section, but this whole thing comes pretty small. And this you can also, I used to put this up against the side of the car, and I didn't have as much stuff in here, and it would just smush, and you can use it. But here's the little flap here. It's like lined, you get a little mesh thing here. But that's my car emergency, you know, survival kit that I keep in the back of my car just to kind of have. Yeah, it takes up some space. It's bulky, but I got a big old SUV, and it's worked. It's come in handy multiple times. And yeah, that's all I got.